Okay. Uh, Thanks for joining. Today's date is August 28th and time. Harjot Singh Bain's orders to make students aware of mutual brotherhood in the morning prayer assembly. Minister Harjot Singh Bain's flags of batch of headmasters for expert training at IIM Ahmedabad. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann on Sunday handed over checks worth 1 crore each as financial assistance to the distressed family members of two brave hearts who have attained martyrdom on August 19th in road transport in Leh, Ladakh. Aam Aadmi Party's women's wing protests against women's crime says incidents of violence are increasing due to wrong policies of the government. Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Mumbai, several areas in the city under wraps for G20 summit to hide dirty stretches and slums. Several slums are covered with white-colored curtains, while barricades obscure Mithi River view. Noida slums get G20 makeover. Locals say shops now hidden by grills. Business hit local said that the work has been underway for over a month now. How G20 preparations left thousands of how G20 preparations left thousands homeless in India, a darker reality emerges as series of distressing episodes of brutality. Thousands of citizens have been left homeless as central government agencies not only bulldoze slums but also destroy shelters meant for the impoverished. The crucial report based on public hearing held on May 22nd, 2023 brought through light the plight of people from various regions including Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Nagpur, Indore and Udaipur. These inhabitants found themselves uprooted due to the government's beautification projects aimed at showcasing a polished image of India in preparation for the forthcoming G20 summit. Prominent human rights activist Harsh Mandir, former deputy mayor of Shimla, Tekender Panwar, and senior journalist Pamela Filoposi, who were part of the public hearing jury, joined and released the report. According to the findings, the preparations for the G20 summit have resulted in the displacement of an estimated 2.5 to 3 lakh people. In Delhi alone, nearly 25,000 slums have been razed to ground, including settlements in Yamuna Bank, Tughlakabad, Mehrauli, and Ghiaspur, among others. Negligence in cleaning system, 3 suspended, including SI. सफाई इस व्यवस्था में लापरवाही की SI और समेत 3 सस्पेंड किया गया दिल्ली में. मणिपुर की दर्दनाक घटनाओं को लेकर आम आदमी पार्टी ने किया आंदोलन. प्रदर्शन की राजधानी में उमड़ पदाधिकारियों की कार्यकर्ताओं की जनसैलाब. ये मध्य प्रदेश में. Next comes Punjab blueprint ready to make Punjab drug free. Dr. Balveer Singh Model De-addiction Center for Rajendra Hospital will become center of excellence. अपनी जान की परवाह किए बगैर भगवंत मान बाढ़ में लोगों के मदद के लिए घरों पर पहुंचे. Punjab government itself saved lakhs by purchasing the porcelain machine. The Water Resources Department did the work of 83.78 lakhs in 19.84 lakhs. 125 new Aam Aadmi Party clinics will start in October. Participation for the 5th phase began. 40 rural dispensaries will be upgraded to the Aam Aadmi clinics. 85 new clinics will be opened. Plans to start new clinics from October 10th. Government will link ITI courses with industry. Atishi ne bola hai. This is extremely serious issue. Not taking action in time encourages wrongdoers. Atishi ne bola hai. Atishi wrote to the Chief Secretary about the systemic and reckless negligence shown regarding several post-harassment cases. Why he was allowed to work in the department despite complaints against him. Niti Aayog report busts Gujarat model bubble lags behind in human development indices. It has been proved yet again that the Gujarat model is more hype than reality. 23.30% of the population is deprived of housing. 39% of the children are underweight. Those who cannot tolerate criticism are unfit to hold public office, says Justice Anand Venkatesh. Amid the unresolved case of Mumbai police allegedly extorting 6 crores from toy traders, a new case has emerged involving Mumbai police officer allegedly receiving a payment of rupees 3 crores to remain silent about the MHADA and MMRDA housing scam. Okay, Union Minister 3 months later has Amit Shah fulfilled the promises he made in Manipur. One of the promises that Amit Shah said is, one of the promises was about sending medical teams to Manipur. He said, out of the 8 medical teams formed by the Indian government, 3 teams have reached Manipur and 5 teams will arrive soon. These teams will provide health facilities in More, Churachandpur and Kangpoki areas. However, 35 people have already died in Churachandpur due to lack of medicines and proper treatment at the hospital in the district, according to the Kuki Kanglai Lampi, a Kuki civil society organization that has been providing medical aid in relief camps. Many have died since May 3rd, but what about those who could have survived if the government have provided with them with proper treatment? फिर इसके बाद Amit Shah has also promised to give 10 lakh to the next of the kin for those who lost their lives in the violence under the joint relief and rehabilitation package. According to the state government report submitted to the Supreme Court, 150 people died from May 3rd to June 9th. Out of these, only 45 have received compensation from the state government alone. The union government has not given any compensation except in the Kikching, where 6 people received the union's share of 5 lakh, but nothing yes from Manipur government. Online education. State Education Minister Amit Shah has said that summer vacations from May 4th to May 30th after violence erupted in the state will be announced. Amit Shah has expressed concern about the interruption in education and the effect it would cause on the students. He promised to formulate a plan for online education within 2 days. अभी तक वो शुरू नहीं हुआ है. Subsequently, the vacations were extended till June 19th. Now extended once again until July 1st. After which the Manipur government reopened the schools. No online classes were conducted as promised by Amit Shah. University. Amit Shah has said that all the universities will be given adequate soldiers and also protection. Many students from the Kuki community took their semester exams while sitting in the district collector's office as they didn't have access to the internet and they couldn't go to Impal to take the exam. After the examinations, the new semester began in person. Nearly 50 students of NIT Manipur had been demanding that classes be held online and also raised their issue. Housing. Amit Shah has said that approximately 70,000 people who are living in relief camps in Manipur will be given temporary housing. Home Minister has promised temporary housing. Only 4 houses have been provided until now in the Eastern Impal, which were inaugurated by Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on August 22nd, while all the other districts, still construction is going on or nothing has happened. Next, travel. Kuki community will be given adequate protection to be traveling among the meaty villages who are unable to have access to the hill areas. Amit Shah has said that he will ensure that airport access and also all the access to the Kuki community will be given. No civilian will dare to use that service to reach the airport. But after giving that also, nothing has happened. Indigenous tribal leaders said that the service to reach the airport is not being used because we know that we will be killed and the people and the police will not give us any protection. Next, Amit Shah has said that 400 grams of food per person per day will be given by the government. The food we get is not enough for the people living here. Somehow we are managing as many volunteer organizations have donated the food, said Rajeshwar, who is in charge of the colleges. दिल्ली क्लीनलीनेस ड्राइव. दिल्ली के त्रिलोकपुरी में आम आदमी पार्टी की सफाई अभियान. सड़क पर झाड़ू लगाकर दिया स्वच्छता का संदेश. 3.5 crore Punjabis know how to fight back when suppressed, says Punjab CM Bhagwant Mann. Following the governor's threat, says he has already replied to most of the governor's questions. We fought for our freedom. We defended the borders of our country and fed the country with the green revolution. We stand with our country on all issues of national interest. However, we know how to fight back when suppressed and history has shown it. Miraj, when the office bearers of Aam Aadmi Party inquired about the work done in the colony, the road in their ward has been completed. For this, the municipal corporation spent 17 lakhs. Also, the contractor has been paid. The road itself has yet to be constructed. Local residents say that no road has been constructed in the area in the last 22 years. Aam Aadmi Party alleges that officials, contractors and representatives conspired to embezzle 17 lakhs. Kuber Group owners convey crossed toll plaza for free before deadly crash. The court has to frame charges against the accused. Our allegations are attempt to rape. We hope the court will frame the charges as per law. Haryana Aam Aadmi Party leader Ashok Danda was arrested for sitting on hunger strike demanding the arrest of Minister Sandeep Singh. Madhya Pradesh election, CM Bhagwant Mann expands cabinet, index 3 new ministers ahead of the assembly polls. Sanjay Singh surrounded BJP on China issue, said now PM Modi's eyes are neither red nor yellow. Rajkot, hundreds of people across half a dozen talukas of Kutch district have fallen ill due to suspected contamination of Amul milk products, including buttermilk, curd, and milk. No religious violence in Manipur, according to the government-run report. Constructed merely 4 years ago, the bridge was declared unsafe and has been off limits since June of the previous year. The Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation is set to demolish the Hatkeshwar Bridge in Kokra. Punjab chalks out plans to construct a new canal for southern Malwa districts. Punjab Water Resources Minister Meet Hayer holds deliberation with his Russian counterpart Malviya. Rajasthan counterpart Malviya. Punjab government has given big relief to defaulter electricity consumers. One-time settlement scheme till extended till November 24th. Punjab government is all set to resume minibus services in rural areas. CM directs the Transport Department to chalk out a blueprint for the implementation of the decision. Punjab, there was no shortage of coal in thermal plants this monsoon. Major development projects to be initiated soon in urban areas of Punjab under our smart city mission. CM Man aiming to deliver basic amenities like sewage, water and sanitation to every man. Punjab CM releases 48.91 crores for hostels construction in PU Chandigarh. Out of 942 species evaluated, 204 species have declined, 98 species are stable, and 36 have increased, says report. 60% of the bird species in India have declined over the last 30 years. एक report में ये आया. LG has only specific powers in services matters. Elected government to access powers not conferred on him. Atishi has said that. Delhi Minister Atishi has questioned the Finance Department over the nearly 1.5 month delay in the release of 100 crores to 12 fully funded colleges of DU by central city government. The Bombay High Court grants relief to a bunch of petitioners, including an 86-year-old man and his bedridden wife, while demanding the PCMGM to restore the power and electricity supply to their house in Bandra. Swati Maliwal to CS create database of government officials accused of crimes against women and children. Treated water will be used in construction. Emphasis on reuse of water. Delhi Jail Board emphasis on water construction. 900 MGD will be treated water production. Treated water production. 37 WWTP to treat sewer water. Over 4 lakh students in Delhi switched from private to government schools. Atishi has said that. Delhi Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena has approved the allotment of 25 acres of land each to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University and Delhi Teachers University run by Delhi government for setting up campus. आप लोगों को याद दिला दूं इसके लिए to 1.5 month पहले आतिशी मारलेना has asked for this. Lieutenant Governor put brakes on Delhi government projects by removing the fellows. Work being done in the public interest was stalled. Saurabh Bharadwaj, about 20 lakh youth will be deprived of employment. System derailed after the dismissal of the advisors. Jharkhand BJP chief booked for allegedly remarks against Soren family. Complaints against Marandi have been filed at various police stations in different districts. FIRs have been registered in at least 2 districts, Ranchi and Deoghar. The governor should maintain decorum and not give the threats of Article 356. If they want to impose president's rule, then it should be done in Manipur and Haryana. Agriculture e-trade worth 10,000 crores transacted through e-NAM in Punjab. Minister Chima, 79 mandis of Punjab have been linked with e-NAM portal. Stress on creating e-marking among farmers to meet future challenges. So far, 2,17,426 farmers, 8,703 commission agents, and 2,423 traders have been registered with e-NAM and e-trade of 28.10 lakh ton of agriculture commodities have been done. Health Minister of Punjab inspects counterparts' houses, found larvae, also conducts checking at Circuit House, Aam Aadmi Party Punjab office. Heavy police deployment in Nuh in view of Vishwa Hindu Parishad's call for Yatra. Living under siege, hit financially, kin of Hathras unit. The teacher who has slapped the Muslim student is saying that she has erred but is not ashamed. 2 quota students' end life toll has reached 22 this year. Ahead of polls, PM Madhya Pradesh CM Shivraj swaps for women. He unveiled on Sunday an array of benefits aimed at women, focusing on gathering their support in assembly elections due this year. This includes rupees 250 rupees monthly increment as a Rakhi gift under Ladli Behna scheme, 35% reservation for women in state government jobs, and subsidized cooking gas cylinders. On Raksha Bandhan, a sum of rupees 250 would be credited to the accounts of women beneficiaries, followed by 1,000 on September 10th. Starting October, a monthly transfer of 1,250 to beneficiary accounts will be initiated. The overarching goal is to uplift women's monthly income to at least 10,000 rupees. Chauhan further states that Ladli Behnas will receive cooking gas cylinders at a reduced rate of rupees 450 during the Shravan month, with plans to continue this offering. CM pledged a 35% reservation for women in both police and state government jobs, alongside a 50% quota for teaching positions. Educational fees for girls will be covered by government. Chauhan also assured that no new liquor shops will be opened in areas where women oppose it, with alcohol policy set for appropriate amendments. He highlighted a reduction in stamp duty to 1% for properties registered under women's names. Labor shortages in Karnataka plantations. Labor shortage at Karnataka plantations poll freebies are bland. Karnataka could be staring at a farm labor crisis, with the Congress polls freebies being blamed for a section of skilled workforce opting for a life on the dole, or raising new demands like an increase in minimum wages, additional benefits, and reduced work hours. Coffee plantations, which employ 5 lakh odd out of the 30 lakh farm workforce, are already facing a shortage of skilled laborers eligible for benefits like 10 kg of free rice and 2,000 a month every woman head of the family, free bus rides for women, and 200 units of electricity. Maharashtra, 4 Dalit men hung upside down from tree, beaten up over suspicion of theft in Ahmednagar. Liability of child's maintenance, not just fathers, mothers too. Uttarakhand High Court has said that. With 49% of the population below the age of 40, younger MPs need to find a place for themselves in Maharashtra. Not just tomatoes, wider range of food items drive 7% plus inflation. In India, it seems that staples like cereals and pulses are also have increased. Secondly, vegetables, especially tomatoes, and also cereals, pulses, spices, they all have increased at least 9.2%. The pulses have increased by 9.2%. Oil seeds have increased by 1.7%. Moong, tur, urad, spices, they all have increased by at least 5 to 7%. Eggs have increased by 8%. These are all the reasons why this has happened. Government is saying that Northwest has received abnormal rainfall, Central India has received 2% below normal rainfall, Southern Peninsula has received 13% below normal rainfall, Eastern and Northeastern regions have witnessed deficient rainfall patterns. El Nino has strengthened from weak to moderate state, and the latest update from the US Weather Agency said that there are 66% chances of it developing into a strong event. Coarse cereals have increased by at least 6.1% year on year. Sugarcane has increased by 3.1% year on year. Jute has increased by 6.2% year on year. Cotton has increased by 4.6% year on year. Oil seeds, I have already told that. Paddy, the area under the paddy cultivation is now 4.3% higher than the last year. Rice constitutes around 4.4%, and pulses have a weight of 6% in the overall CPI basket. Pro-Khalistan slogans written on the wall of more than 5 metro stations in Delhi. Case registered under Section 153A, Section 505 and Defacement Act. Ram Gopal Naik, DCP Metro. From the indelible links to EVMs, general elections have come a long way in India. To win Modi a third time, is BJP hurting itself in Maharashtra? Many of the BJP people in Maharashtra are saying that BJP itself has become very weak. It's saying that Devendra Fadnavis spoke of sacrifices, but people within the BJP fear the party may be extending too much energy, bringing in leaders from parties that were rivals till recently. The focus on winning 45 out of 48 Lok Sabha seats could cost BJP dearly in the state. There is no precedent of what BJP did in Maharashtra in July to split a rival party and accommodated its breakaway faction into the government. This has gone down very badly within the cadres of Maharashtra in the state. Gender injustice still haunts legal profession. Chandrachud ne bola ye. Flood situation in Assam turns grim again. 53,000 marooned in 6 districts. Government imposes 20% export duty on parboiled rice (MEP) on basmati cooking. Um, Delhi hands over G20 presidency to Brazil to host G20 in 2024. Our thoughts about health are very limited, but in 2017, new health policy was implemented in which preventive, promotive, curative, and palliative healthcare was added. BJP National President JP Datta, during his address at Vasudhaiva Kutumbam lecture series at Devi Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya in Haridwar. West Bengal BJP chief Sukanta Majumdar says Mamata government is pro-Pak-loving. IAC agents are staying in the state. Scolded for excessive use of mobile, 10-year-old boy dies by suicide at Assam Silchur BJP MP residence. H3N2 flu overtakes COVID. H1N1 lands several in hospital. Of course, just want to tell you guys that about that Silchur MP residence. This is the narrative that is given by the BJP MP, but in actuality they said that the boy के साथ कुछ ना कुछ गलती हुआ है. Emergency medical department not mandatory, says National Medical Council. Government imposes already मैं बोल दिया. Opposition bloc India to form panel to coordinate on 2024 Lok Sabha elections at Mumbai. Meet to be held and amid power stand uncertainty. Kulu stays cut off for the third day. Thousands of vehicles stranded. Swachh India is India's smarter city. MP's first state. Banks push to split with stressed assets to end soon. Supreme Court to hear plea against demolition near Krishna Janmabhoomi today. Global inflation prices could become harder to manage in coming years, research suggests. Steel exports down in the curve by a third on weak demand Chinese competition. Karnataka government sets up panel to probe alleged COVID irregularities during BJP regime. Government calls meetings of states, bank officials on PM Vishwakarma on Monday. FDI inflows down 34% year on year in April-June 2024. Investigation how Facebook page promoting Gujarat CM Bhupendra Patel violated EC norms in 2023. 2022 state polls. Since Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, stores political advertisement data in its ad library report for 7 years, information about deleted pages are also available in Meta ad library report. The page spent 53,940 to publish a total of 3,145 advertisements on Facebook and Instagram between the period of June 14, 2022 and Gujarat Assembly elections held on December 2022. Expenditure limit for a candidate in elections is state spending limit for candidates in Lok Sabha Assembly election has been increased. The expenditure ceiling varied from state to state for Lok Sabha states elections. In states where the cap for individual candidates was rupees 70 lakh, the amount was increased to 95 lakh. Similarly, in the states where the limit for 54 lakhs, it was increased to 75 lakh. In assembly elections, the state where the limiting was 28 lakhs, it has increased to 40 lakhs. Where the states the MLA candidate can spend 20 lakhs, it has been raised to 28 lakhs. But according to this report that is given by Meta, the expenditure cannot cross 30 lakhs. Estimated ad spending of over 30 lakhs not disclosed. In worth noting, Bhupendra Patel filed his nomination from Ghatlodia Assembly Constituency of Gujarat on November 16. Alt News examined the amount spent by Facebook page Narendra Bhupendra and its associated Instagram account on political advertisements from November 16 to December 8. In the Meta ad library, we found that the upper bound was 38 lakhs, while the lower bound was listed at 31 lakhs. This means that the estimated ad expenditure by this page and its associated Instagram account between November 16, 2022 and December 8 is rupees 31 lakhs to 38 lakhs. Onion prices up, zooming up to moon. Outnumber meaty bundles, fear being forced to take sides. Karwan-e-Mohabbat team's findings point to absence of state government's precarious conditions in relief. Action taken against dozen schools for not showing Chandrayaan-3 landing and their salary has been cut. Power of community, how engagement leads to better outcome in preventive care. Whatever is happening with the existing healthcare system is supply driven with little or no participation from demand. According to the government data in India, 233,000 people yearly die because of preventive care that is not given to them for diseases such as malaria, tuberculosis, and pneumonia, as well as maternal and infant mortality are the biggest concerns for the country. India to seek financial quotes for Rafale M from France. IAF requirement not on table. Poor infra and retrospective fee hikes, issues plaguing A++ rated Gorakhpur University. The most prominent impact of the right to privacy judgment was felt when state Supreme Court struck down Section 377 of the IPC to be extend that it criminalizes same-sex relations between consenting adults. Higher stipend, cheaper cylinders, more police jobs. MP CM makes slew of promises to women voters. um, Madam asked other children in the class to slap a Muslim kid. They slapped me for an hour. The 7-year-old Muslim child told the camera persons assembled outside his home. Multiple new demolition notices predate clashes, show affidavit filed in High Court. MLA just cover up. No may pura. No may 354 people were affected by demolition. Of this, 283 were Muslims, and the government is saying that they were given affidavits in 2016. In 2016, they were given affidavits. They didn't until now did anything. So that is why we have, um, according to the affidavit given by the district administration, they said that the three separate demolition notices were issued to the same person dates back to 2016-2017. We were honoring those and we have demolished the houses. That's what government is saying. And they total out of the 354 people, 283 are Muslims, 41 are Christians, and the remaining no upper caste house was demolished. Nobody who related to the BJP were demolished. So the मुजफ्फर मुस्लिम बॉय who was slapped for 1 hour, उसके घर पे बहुत सारे लोग आ गए हैं. They were giving उनको पैसा दे रहे थे. They were giving compromise money. बीजेपी के लोग आ गए थे. From BJP, Sanjeev Balyan to farm leader Naresh Tikaya to Congress and SP leaders, all of them have come to this one, um, to that uh, to that kids home. They were giving chocolates, they were giving money, they were giving camera. Even BJP people were telling that just leave this now. Why are you taking up this one? That's what they are saying. With low ex gratia and no ex-serviceman status, injured officer trainees stare at bleak future. Officer trainees disabled during the training are given monthly ex gratia of rupees 9,000 and disability award of 16,200 for 100% disability, but lower than minimum defense pension of rupees 18,000. In India, every year, nearly 3,000 MSc and PhD holders across medical colleges who teach non-clinical subjects to MBBS students, they all apply for uh, they all apply for officer trainee jobs, and in this at least 1,700 people will lose. Either they are disabled or they are having any issues. All of them, their lives are in very bleak status, it seems. Many of them don't get their ex gratia in time. Even if when they get it, it will be something like 9,000, in between 9,000 to 1,600 to 16,200 rupees. So Maharashtra's Chandrapur has seen 73 farmer suicides this year. As many as 73 farmers have died by suicide in Maharashtra's Chandrapur district from January to July this year, including 30 in last month. As per the district administration data, from 2001 to 2023, 1,148 farmers have ended their lives in the district, including 446 in the last 5 years, according to the data. A committee comprising the district collector, Jilla Parishad Chief Executive Officer and Superintendent of Police had declared 745 farmers who committed suicide between 2001 and 2022 as eligible for government compensation, and 329 deceased cultivators as ineligible as per district administration. Um, Modi exposes himself on Chinese occupation claims. Prime Minister Modi claims on the issue of occupation of large areas in Ladakh by Chinese army were exposed by himself at the 15th BRICS summit at Johannesburg. The Prime Minister held discussions with Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of BRICS summit on the issue of withdrawal of frontline troops from Dipsang Plains and Damchuk in eastern Ladakh. In 2020, where the news of the Chinese army occupying a huge chunk of land in the Ladakh region came into light, the Prime Minister claimed that there is no occupation by Chinese. Now he was having a meeting with them. Okay. FCI central pool stocks for rice and wheat are above minimum levels, but they are at the lowest level when you compare it with the previous year. On 9th August 2023, Government of India announced that the FCI would be offloading 50 LMT of wheat and 25 LMT of rice in open market in a phased manner under the open market sale scheme. This would be as per the reserve price fixed by the government. It also added that the reserve price of rice would be brought down by 200 per quintal, making the effective price as 2,900 per quintal. The objective behind offloading is to moderate the prices of these food grains. ये government ने announce किया है. But if you look into this, FCI's monthly data for the food grains available in the central pool is at the lowest level now, it seems. FCI maintains data on the available food grain stocks in central pool at the beginning of every month. This rice stock is the lowest in 2023 compared to the last 5 years. In the first half of this year, the stock of rice gradually risen as most of the procurement happened in this period. However, in the second half, the stock declined as rice is a kharif crop which is usually sown in between June and July in most parts of the country. However, month-on-month comparison shows that until 2020, there was an overall increase in the stock maintained in each month. In 2020, the government started distributing more food grains to the public as part of the free food grains that they are giving. As a measure to deal with the pandemic-induced lockdown, production was also hit in this year. In this period since 2020, the year 2023 has been recorded the lowest stock. In January 2023, the stock was 123.35 MLT, much lower than that in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. This is the lowest stock in the month when compared from January 2015. After January 2015, this is the lowest stock of rice in FCI, it seems. In most of the other months of this data is available as of 2023. Now let's look at wheat. Wheat stock in March and April in 2023 was about half of that in 2022. It seems that in India, the stock of in January 2014, the stock is almost wheat. The stock is almost 280.47 LMT. Now the stock on August 2023 is 280.39. It is actually lesser than what it is there in January 2014. This is what it is having. Central government is saying that there are no problems with the FCI. FCI, because of whatever it is doing, it is actually recuperating all the rice and wheat, but it doesn't look as it is. India's stock of rice and wheat has now gone back beyond 2014, it seems. Rice stocks are better positioned than wheat stocks according to the government. Compared to the stocking norms, the stock of rice in the first quarter of 2023 was 123.35 LMT. ओके, आरबीआई का अगस्त 2023 का बुलेटिन आ गया है. इस बुलेटिन में एज पर द आर्टिकल ऑन द स्टेट ऑफ इकोनॉमी, द इंडियन इकोनॉमी इज पोइज्ड टू regain momentum in quarter 2023-2024 despite a stressed global environment. Inflation fell from its peak of 7.3 in quarter 1 2022-2023 to 4.6. फिर से इंक्रीज हुआ, इसमें ये बताया नहीं जा रहा है. Agriculture dependency on monsoon rainfall in India has reduced when it compared to 2016, it seems, has reduced by at least 3 basis points. Growing influence of non-bank investors in government security market is also a bit of worry. Non-banks are found to be more responsive to changes in government securities yields than the banks. However, banks still dominate the ownership. Commercial bank ownership share of Government of India dated securities fell from 47% in 2009 to 36% in 2022. So these are some of the news that I have as of now. Anybody wants to say anything?